Ladies and gentlemen, ThankYou here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 1.2%. There on the S&P Nasdaq 1.3%, semiconductor 1.3%, Dow 1.2%, Russell 2000, transport, banks, energy, biotech, healthcare, home builders, utilities, retail, emerging market, every single sectors are red today. Bitcoin, gold, silver miners are down as well. Dollar up, oil down, treasury bond down. VIX popped a little bit. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday, and looks like we see that first hour rally there. We did talk about the fact that if bulls gonna make some move, they must break above that short-term moving average right here, coinciding with that gap area, which we talked about, the double resistance level. Well, bulls made a run for it on that first hour, and looks like that, that short-term moving average and the gap area was way too much for the bulls to reclaim and push through. With that, we faded very, very quickly, and with that momentum, finally we lost that micro-term moving average. As you can see, that micro-term's been acting as support for several days. We talked about the fact that that micro-term is very fragile, so not gonna hold more than a couple of days, several days. So you can see on that second hour, we blew right through it. Looks like all the stops were getting taken out. And next level support is 378. So you can see there's a little bit of fluctuations on the third, fourth, and fifth hour. Bulls trying to make a run for it one more time on that third hour, but this time now, that micro term is now acting as new resistance, right? Old support, new resistance. As you can see, that long upward wick tells us bulls just don't have enough power to battle against the bears. With the sentiment being bearish in the several, pretty much this entire month or so. And you can see the fourth hour, and once we lost at 378, all the short-term traders that got in anywhere in that vicinity barely, and hitting that exit button below that 378. So it looks like bears are eyeing on that 374. That's the up gap area from the November. And you can see back in, about a week ago or so, bears were not fully filled that up gap. So we still have a little bit remaining here. So bears want to make sure that this up gap is fully filled if they want to continue to advance to the downside and get this downtrend working. Because this area right here, 374, 373, is going to be that support. If you're a buyer here, you're desperately seeking for any kind of bounce. Well, it'll be better for you if that gap doesn't get filled. Let's check out that oscillator. So that oscillator rolled over. You can see right here after the first hour tankage, or first and second hour right there. So once that got crossed to the downside, well, even though with a little bit of support at 378, that momentum is too much to bear for the bulls to try to get anything going. So you can see the last hour, we continue, and it's too heavy, the selling pressure for the bulls to handle. So you see that going into tomorrow, looks like the oscillator is favoring the sellers, and it is not oversold. Perfect. This vicinity is oversold vicinity. We're not there yet. So bears got energy to really bring it down to about 270, 374 to fill this gap right here. And maybe, desperate bulls are possibly thinking, well, since this level acts as resistance, can we see this level acting as support? Well, possibly it's just that overall sentiment is bearish. So unless we see some sort of a miracle gap up or miracle push to reclaim both of these moving averages, and ultimately obviously gotta get above 383. Obviously bulls are praying for a miracle while the sentiment is still bearish going into tomorrow. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. Globe trading tomorrow.